Imagine a device that unfolds not just into a tablet but into a whole new way of thinking about your phone. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 doesn't play by the rules, it rewrites them. From its impossibly thin body to software that literally adapts to how you use your phone, Samsung didn't just tweak the Fold 6, they reinvented the concept of a foldable. And yet some of its biggest features, they weren't even mentioned on stage. Before we dive in, just a quick heads up, subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on the latest tech drops and real-world deep dives every single day. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 isn't just thinner, it's sharper, faster, and more self-aware. Let's start with design, because that's where this thing feels like science fiction. Samsung shaved the foldable down to an unbelievable 8.9 mm when closed, and just 4.2 mm when unfolded. That's thinner than most traditional smartphones. But what makes this more than just impressive engineering is how that thinness feels in the hand. It's easier to pocket, more balanced to hold, and finally, it feels like a phone first, and a foldable second. The hinge has also undergone a major rework. The new Flex V Plus hinge, as Samsung calls it internally, has fewer moving parts but increased durability. It now supports flex mode in more angles and with smoother transitions. No more awkward halfway snaps or loose flaps, just a solid, confident open every time. And yes, the crease. It's the least visible yet. Samsung's new micro cushioning glass helps hide it better in reflections and light, especially when viewed straight on. But that's just the surface. The cover display has jumped to 6.5 inches with a 21:9 ratio, finally making it usable like a proper smartphone. You can now scroll, type, and swipe like you would on any Galaxy S series phone without feeling cramped. But once you open it, that's where things get magical. The inner display is a glorious 7.8-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X panel with a 1/20th adaptive refresh rate, peak brightness of 2800 nits, and S Pen Fold Edition support built right in. You're not just watching videos, you're holding the screen they were meant to be watched on. Now let's talk about the software, because this is where Samsung's real flex lies. One UI 8, optimized for foldables, comes with what Samsung calls context awareness. It learns which apps you typically use on the cover display versus the inner one and suggests transitions accordingly. Open WhatsApp on the outside. When you unfold, it'll instantly bring up your last conversation in full screen split view, with chat on the left and media on the right. It's fluid, it's intuitive, and it's finally making use of the form factor in a meaningful way. App continuity has also seen a massive boost. You can now have up to 3 apps open in split view, and 2 floating windows. All smooth, all resizable. Samsung's DeX mode has been updated as well. Plug in via USB-C, and your Fold 7 becomes a literal desktop with drag and drop support, resizable windows, and full mouse keyboard compatibility. This isn't just productivity, this is a mobile workstation. Internally, Samsung has packed the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 chip, a beast of a processor that's paired with 16GB LPDDR4X RAM and up to 1TB of UFS 4.1 storage. This combination makes it one of the fastest foldables ever. But speed is just the beginning. There's AI optimization running at every level. Adaptive battery, intelligent camera suggestions, even background app prioritization. It doesn't just feel fast, it feels smart. Now, about that camera. Samsung didn't go crazy with megapixels this time, but it didn't have to. The 50MP main sensor is backed by AI-powered computational photography that adapts in real time. The Fold 7 is the first Samsung phone to use auto scene stitching, where multiple frames from different angles are blended for ultra-wide shots that look almost surreal. Nightography has been improved again, with larger sensor input and multi-frame fusion. You'll notice sharper details, better shadow recovery, and color balance even in the darkest conditions. But here's something wild. Samsung added a tiny UWB chip just behind the hinge that powers proximity-based app behavior. Walk into your office, and your Fold 7 can automatically launch your calendar and Teams. Get near your car, and it preloads Spotify and Google Maps. You're not pressing buttons, the phone is adapting to you. And battery. Somehow, with all this power, Samsung has squeezed in a 4700mAh dual-cell battery. Thanks to smarter power allocation and that new Snapdragon chip, you can expect a full day and a half with moderate use, and just under 9 hours of screen time with full multitasking. Fast charging is bumped to 4FW wired and 20FW wireless, with reverse wireless charging still available for accessories. Now let's talk about S Pen. The Fold 7 supports the new S Pen Fold Pro, slimmer, Bluetooth-enabled stylus with haptic feedback. It attaches magnetically to the back finally, and you can draw, sign, navigate, and even use gestures for custom shortcuts. For digital artists, note takers, or business power users, this one feature alone could seal the deal. But what about the price? Here's where Samsung surprised everyone. While last year's Fold 6 launched at $1,799, the Fold 7 base model $699 and includes a 20FW charger and S Pen Fold Pro in the box. It's a smart move. Samsung wants adoption, and trimming even $100 off plus throwing in key accessories makes this device more appealing. Now let's be honest, foldables still aren't for everyone. There's a learning curve. There's a price tag, but the Galaxy Z Fold 7 makes the argument harder to ignore. It's not trying to be flashy, it's trying to be functional, beautiful, and future-ready. And in many ways, it succeeds. So who is the Fold 7 really for? Power users, multitaskers, early adopters, creatives, entrepreneurs, anyone who sees a phone as more than just a communication tool. This is for people who want to create on the go, not just consume. Final thoughts. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 doesn't need gimmicks. It doesn't need folding tricks. It needs one moment, one unfold, to show you what smartphones will look like 5 years from now. The question is, are you ready to hold the future in your hand?